Roblox Rivals is currently one of the top games on the Roblox platform as of February 2025. With hundreds of thousands of concurrent players to thousands of content creators, this game has achieved what many devs could never even dream of, and it's taken them less than a year to do. How did they do it? To find out, let's go back to the beginning. It's the morning of May 26, 2024. It's just a normal morning. In the Roblox scene, it's been a while since there's been any major games that have been released. The current most popular first-person shooter was Arsenal, which had been holding this title for about 5 years at this point. But all this was about to change.
Does anyone know any good games similar to Arsenal? I'm considering quitting. I'm sick and tired of it all, and just wish to play something different that won't be as infuriating to just touch.
It's safe to say people were bored of the current options. Arsenal, Phantom Forces and other FPS games had slowly been deteriorating due to lack of updates or just a general lack of interest from players. Thankfully for these players, a developer had just begun on a new game. This game being Rivals. The main developer of Rivals had lots of past experience with games, one popular game being Super Golf, which won the 2020 Mobile Game of the Year award. The developer in question, known as Nozny, was not new to the development scene. However, this was the first FPS game made under the Nozny development group. Nonetheless, this game would go on to be nothing but a success.
At Everyone Rivals is officially released. We hope you all enjoy playing it.
And that was it. Rivals was now available for everyone to play, and it didn't take long for people to do just that.
Alright, so you guys have been asking me non-stop to play some Rivals.
I've seen this game all over the front page and stuff.
And Roblox Rivals.
In Rivals.
Roblox Rivals.
Rivals.
Within weeks, Rivals had almost 10 times as many players as games like Arsenal and Phantom Forces, and it was only up from here. Let's find out what Rivals did correctly that many other games failed to do. For starters, Rivals is a predominantly competitive game with game modes like 1v1s and 2v2s. This means that every game is different, as one game you could be playing against someone brand new to the game, and the next you could be against a level 300 sweat.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna lose.
This eliminates the feeling of repetition, as you never know who you're going to be up against next. Due to Rivals' interesting movement mechanics, it also means that aim isn't everything. This allows people to improve in different ways and use each other's skills to an advantage, most favourably in 2v2s. However, due to this being an FPS game, it also allows people with skills made in other games to quickly get the hang of it. For example, players like Tanker, Enrique Bruv and 8SD, who all have a background in games like Arsenal, had no problem getting the hang of it. The game became much more addictive once streaks and levels became a goal for many people. There are countless videos on YouTube of people who set out to get a 100 streak. As of the time of recording, the highest streak is over 12,000 wins in a row. This helps to engage the player much more, as it encourages people to commit to the game and work on improvement. The next thing they did correctly was to constantly update the game to ensure that it didn't become dry. Games in the past have failed to do this, not mentioning any game in particular. This means that for the average player, there's a constant flow of new content coming in, and for the average content creator, there's always something to be making a video on. Even if it's just a small update, it's enough to keep people intrigued and active in the community. Later in the video, we're going to interview one of Rivals' biggest YouTubers to ask what they think about the game. In many games, it can seem almost impossible to interact with the devs, and in some situations, they may come across as unfriendly and not willing to listen to the community. This is not what the devs of Rivals are like. In fact, the devs are very helpful, willing to listen to the community and even act on the community feedback, something few developers are very good at. For someone like me, coming from a game that didn't really interact with their community, little things like YouTuber roles in the Discord and even mini charms for guns given out to select content creators impresses me. Other devs should take notes. One of the reasons Rivals is so popular is due to its playstyle and mechanics. It's completely different to every other FPS game on Roblox. The only game I can think that's remotely similar is Big Paintball, which has a similar cartoony feel. This originality meant that it was something new for people to learn and master, which is why people keep coming back to play it. However, it's not all perfect. As Rivals continued to grow in popularity, many people began to feel there was an advantage for those who paid real money for in-game items. Many YouTubers have made videos on this topic, investigating whether or not pay-to-win items do give you an advantage, and in most cases, unfortunately, they do. Currently, this is not a problem for Rivals, as the game has a very loyal fan base. The pay-to-win side of the game doesn't give a ridiculous advantage anyway, so it's not really the end of the world. Another concern that a few people have made clear is that Rivals could become very dry very quickly without constant updates, preferably game-changing updates. Which leads me on to my next topic. During the making of this video, potentially Rivals' biggest update was released, this being Rivals Rank. This is a type of game mode in which winning a 1v1 or 2v2 will allow you to rank up, with many players aiming to reach the highest rank possible. This is what I would call a game-changing update, as it adds a new goal for many players. Updates like this help to reduce the repetition of playing the same game over and over again. There have been some attempts from other games in the past to do something similar, such as Arsenal, but it wasn't as successful as this Rivals update. Not only has this update created way more things to do, but also allowed for more video ideas when it comes to content creation. This has become very clear by how many Rivals YouTubers there are right now, which leads me on to my next point. We're now going to talk to one of Rivals' biggest YouTubers. This is Carful. Carful is currently one of the biggest Rivals YouTubers, having over 150,000 subscribers, getting hundreds of thousands of views per video, and even having his own charm in the game. I'm going to use all this to my advantage and ask him as many questions as possible about Rivals. Let's begin.
You should just be like, hello, Carful.
Hello, Carful.
Hello, sir.
Why did you come to Rivals?
Okay, so, kind of a short story. I didn't like the game that I was on before that much. And I saw Rivals and it was another shooter. So I made, I did a test video. The first video I ever did.
Many people think grenade boosting is the rarest secret. Like my friend Brayden
Was like, I wasn't sure if it was going to do good. And it turned out to be my biggest video ever. So I was like, dang, I kind of have to stick with it now.
How do you get a charm, bro?
Method for getting the charm. Number 1, you are about to hit 100k. Then you DM Nosny on Twitter and you said, hi, can you have a charm? Or can I have a charm? And then he says yes.
Can you send me a screenshot of that message?
Wait, hold on.
Mate, what? Speaking of the Carful charm, can I have it?
No, bro, get out of here.
How long do you see Rivals being around for?
We'll probably be around for like 2 years, but I could definitely go for longer if the devs do good choices. It's just like this kind of game doesn't last too long in my eyes, but it is what it is.
What's your favorite loadout?
AR, Dev. Ow, I just hit my microphone. Scythe and the Warhorn.
If you could give one piece of advice to the devs, what would it be?
Don't go too competitive for the game because it's a Roblox at the end of the day. You don't want it to be like too like serious, you know?
Speaking of being competitive, you got a 1v1? Worth a shot. As it stands right now, Rivals is currently the biggest FPS game on Roblox, and it's not showing any signs of dying. Rivals has successfully proven there's still a large market for FPS games in Roblox, and I'm sure the best of this game is still yet to come. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, because like Rivals, the best of this channel is still yet to come. Thanks to Carful for helping me with this video, 8Steve for letting me use his gameplay, and Fluffy Misty for helping me with the thumbnail. Thanks for watching.